Hello there, and thank you for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at gem farming, and I wanted to look at it purely because I've been doing it wrong. So what you're seeing on screen at the moment is what I tended to do with my gem farming, which was equip my best team, which is it's a pretty decent team. It's not the best team in the world, but it's getting there and just go around the map absolutely crazy doing different things. I've got an auto clicker on here, so all I need to do is move my mouse over and it will select all the stuff. And obviously I've got magnet and this, then and the other, so it's going to collect stuff quite easy. I found that I wasn't getting much from just farming the big chests, doing AFK farming, and I was pretty disappointed with the results, if I'm honest. So I've been doing a little bit of experimenting, and I have found a way that, well, is going to significantly increase the amount of gems that you can get. Now, there's no cheats here, nothing like that. Does require a bit of work and a bit of an investment of gems to begin with, because you're going to need to do some enchanting of your pets, which if you're not sure how to do, skip to the end of the video and I will show you how to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to presume that you know how, but near the end I will do a very brief guide on that, or perhaps I'll do a separate video on that on how to enchant your pets. We'll see. Anyway, without further ado, we'll get into it. So as you can see, there's a stopwatch on here, and I did this for about, it's just over half an hour. So what I'm going to do now is just literally, we're going to skip to the half an hour mark, and we will see how many gems we have managed to collect with this very, very strong team. And you'll see that it's really, really unimpressive. Partway through, I did switch up tactics and I went to the portal zone and started doing the bigger chests there. And the zone I'm in at the moment, and the zone I'm going to be in for all of the different approaches, is in the new glitch zone, just so you know where I am farming. So we'll skip ahead, and well, you'll be as underwhelmed as I was. So here we are around the 27-minute mark, at 27.5, and look at my gem count, it's not even 1 million. And we started with 0, or roughly 0, because I think some of these pets do have glittering on them, which spawns random gems, but half an hour of work, absolutely awful. And when we get to the 13-minute mark, sorry, had a brain fart moment, we get just over 1 million. So using this technique, like with your strongest team, it seems you're going to get about 1 million gems an hour. Rubbish. So let's move on to using a different approach. So the next one you're going to see is one of my alts who can equip 8 pets. And we'll see how that goes. So I ran that one for a full hour, and I had some very, very different results. Okay, now before we show you exactly what the results are, I just want to very quickly show you the sort of team that I'm using. Now, this is my main account now for gem farming, and we'll show you sort of how it's made up. So this is using a 20 pet team. So what I've got is 4 very, very average damage dealer pets, which I haven't enchanted yet, so could make this technique even better. And then the rest of them, I have got the lowest little damage dealing pets possible, and I've been enchanting them, so they've either got a minimum of diamonds 4 or royalty enchants. Anything less than diamonds 4, you're going to start to see really, really poor results. Ideally, you want diamonds 5 or royalty, but it takes a heck of a long time to get that far, to get all those enchants, and that's where the work comes in. Like I said before, you need to spend a bit of time enchanting. I did spend a few million gems getting the enchants that I wanted, but the payback is massive. So if you're using a smaller team, have a similar ratio. So you could have, for argument's sake, if you've got 8 pets that you can equip. You could have 2 damage dealers, and you could have 6 of the single cats. And do make sure you enchant these guys as well, your damage dealers. I totally forgot to do that. So go ahead and make sure they've got royalty or gems 4 or 5 as well, and you'll see better results. Okay, so this is the bit that you actually wanted to see. So this is the gem team in action. So in this one, I've got a 8 pet team. There is 1 main damage dealer, and then the rest are all the low-level cats, all with the gem. What's it called? The diamonds 4 or 5 enchant, or royalty, to make sure we get the most out of it. Now, once again, in the damage dealer one, I'd forgotten to enchant that with diamonds, so this could be even better. You see there straight away we got a big chunk of loot bags, so we're on 20,000 already, and we are we're 40 seconds in. So all we'll do is we'll watch this very first gem stack get demolished, and then we will skip to the end, because the last thing you want to watch is a full hour of me slowly grinding gems. Hey, maybe that's your thing, I don't know, but it's probably not. So pretty soon you'll start to see the gems build up. There you go, 70,000 in just over a minute. Another thing to consider while you're doing this, it's something I found when I was doing it with my big team later, is you can do things to help yourself on the map to be advantageous, particularly if you have an alt. You can do the gem farming and clearing at the same time, as I call it. Now, by clearing, I mean getting rid of all these stacks of coins, because they're not what we're interested in. All the vaults, all the chests, this, that and the other, we're not interested in those whatsoever. We just want stacks of gems. So if you've got another team who can go around and clear those out first, and hope that diamonds spawn instead, when the stuff drops from the sky again, that will give you much greater returns as well. So you'll see that in the next clip, when I'm using my bigger team, just to see if having a bigger team made a difference, you'll see I've brought an alt on in order to clear stuff down, so there's plenty of gem piles for me to work on. If you haven't, then just spend a bit of time with a slightly more powerful team clearing an area first. That's easy to say for me, because I'm on a private server here, but even if you're in a public server, there's likely to be someone farming anyway, so there should always be a gem pile ready. And as you can see from this, you don't need loads and loads and loads, because you're not going to be breaking down the gem piles all that quickly. But we are coming up to nearly 3 minutes, and we're already on over 250,000. So as with previous, I'm going to skip to the hour mark, or very near the end of the hour mark, and you'll see just how much we've been able to make in an hour. So here we are near the end of the hour, and as you can see, we have managed to make 7 million gems. And if you remember from using the big team to start with, we made a pitiful 1 million gems. A little bit more, but let's be honest, it was rubbish. So this approach is definitely better. I think maybe end up on, was it 7.5 million on this? But as you can see, significantly different. And what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to compare this, which is a smaller team, to a much bigger team. So I'm going to move to my main account, where I can equip 20 pets, but definitely using the same approach. There'll be 4 sort of average damage dealer pets, 3 or 4, I forget exactly what. And the rest of them will be the low powered cats all of which have diamonds 4 or 5 or royalty. Now royalty is the best one if you can get it, but it does take some time to get there. So we shall go ahead and jump to that team and see how it performs. So here we are with the big boy team. I seem to have started out randomly, just with one damage dealer. So you'll see me swapping in and out different numbers of damage dealers just to get the right balance. Because the last thing you want is to not break things fast enough and to make it sort of counterproductive. So you will see me doing that in the fast forward clip shortly. I think I end up with 4 damage dealers. I found was about the right balance, and you'll also see my alt come in and start to clear the ground as well, purely because when I spawned in this world there weren't many stacks of diamonds for me to go for. So if you are in a world where there aren't that many stacks of diamonds, like I said, you can either clear down first, hope that someone else is grinding around you, or use an alt to help you with that. If not, go with presence as your next target, purely because they have lower health values than the vaults and the chests and all the other stuff. If there's no presence, and the really small piles of coins as well, they're good to clear down. The only reason you're doing that is because you simply want diamonds to spawn in place of them, so that you've got more diamond piles to farm. So we will once again, we'll skip to the end. I think I've already realised here, you see me going through pets, that this chest is not going down. This chest, this pile of diamonds, is not going down quick enough, so we're starting to pop in some little bit of extra damage. But there we go, the first loot bag has popped. So just under 2 minutes, we're on 159,000 gems, and we'll just see what we get to just at the end of this pile. And then once more, we will fast forward to nearer the hour mark to see just how much we have made. And I promise you, the difference is amazing. So if you remember from the first team I had, which is just a pure damage team, we got just about, let's call it 1 million. This is near as damn it, 1 million in an hour. Absolutely rubbish returns. Using a smaller team, we managed to get a return of around 7 million per hour, which is pretty good, considerably better. But when you see the return of this team, which if you've actually read the title of the video, you're already going to know what it is. It's about 12 million. We might as well just say it because you've already seen it, and you've seen how we can make 12 million gems an hour. The difference is phenomenal, and I know I've said this a couple of times already, but I haven't even been remembered to enchant my damage dealing pets as well. So I do definitely think there's even more that can be got out of using this technique. So once again, I think I'm realising that the damage output's a bit slow, so we're putting in, as you can see, I'm using Bleebos, is it? Yeah, Bleebo the aliens, nothing too powerful, because you don't want to destroy things too quickly. So there we go, there's 1 pile of diamonds in 3 minutes, and we've made 450,000, so pushing 500,000 in 3 minutes. A pretty good rate of return so far. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to skip to the end. So you'll see now that we are near the end of our hour, and our gem count is quite considerably higher than on the previous 2 attempts. So we're on 11 million at the moment with a couple of minutes to go, and I don't know what I'm doing here, looking at boosts, just making sure we've got triple damage on, which I don't know if I've mentioned actually. Make sure you've got triple damage on. If not, you will be here forever. And with the thoughts of triple damage, it also made me think, why am I using 3 or 4 damage dealers when I could, with triple damage, when I could just be using 1 with a similar amount of damage. I don't think it'll make much difference if they're all got diamond enchants anyway, but it might do, something to consider, but I don't think it's going to be considerably different if I'm honest. So, but it's something to try. Maybe you want to go and try it in your own time. That's something you could do, but I'm quite happy with this technique. So let's see if we do indeed make it to the 12 million mark. I know that I've recorded this stuff, but I'm getting old now. I've forgotten if we actually make it or not, but we come pretty damn close, if not just over. So we'll let this final minute play out. We'll watch it. While we are watching this though, I want to know what gem farming techniques you're using. So let me know in the comments section. What are you doing? Are you doing anything different? Is there any way I can improve what's going on here? As ever, I'm not interested in hearing about glitches or cheats or scripts or anything like that. I don't think it's good when people cheat. It's just not something for me. It makes the game harder for the rest of us who play it properly. And I want something that anybody can do. So if you've got some hidden knowledge that you would like to drop on myself that I can share with people, please do so. And as ever, because I'm a new channel, any support you can give would be great. So if you found this video useful or interesting, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel, because there's going to be plenty more content, not just on PetSimX but on other Roblox games as well. And oh, it seems we've passed our hour mark and we've not quite made 12 million. Perhaps I've told a little bit of a lie, I'm afraid, in the video title. But now, as I haven't made the thumbnail yet or the title, to be fair, I might call it "You can make almost 12 million gems in an hour." But I seriously think, had I enchanted the damage dealing ones, there we go. Is this the 12 million? Oh no, it will be when this gem stack's gone though. Yeah, had I enchanted the damage dealing pets as well, we'd definitely be on 12 million by now. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.